Welcome to Cycle World. My name is Adam Child, European correspondent, and I'm here at Hinckley, in the centre of the UK, to unveil the new Street Triple from Triumph. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Street Triple can be tweaked into a race bike. It's already won Daytona, it's won at the Isle of Man, and it's won at World Supersport. But beneath that race bike is an excellent road bike. I mean, I'm old. I remember the 2007 Street Triple. I mean, when that came out, it just was fun, it was lively, it was exciting, and it was just great to ride. And now, all these years later, we have a new model that I am dying to ride. So let's go through what the changes are, because we've got three different models. We've got the R, RS, and limited edition Moto2, which we'll come on to a little bit later. But let's start with the road bike on the R. Okay. So we've got, let me get this right, fully adjustable suspension front and rear.
Correct.
We've got Brembo brakes up front.
Yep.
I should have written a test. This is a test, isn't it? Yeah. And we've got 2 PS more power.
Yep, that's correct. 120 PS.
Now you can tell me more, because I'm running out of nose.
Right. The R model is absolutely phenomenal bike. We've increased the performance now. We've come up, as you say, 2 PS. It is focused for road use, road use. The ergonomics are comfortable. The seat height is very accessible. You're on an 826mm seat height.
Yeah.
You can adjust that seat height further with an accessory low seat, which is 28mm lower.
Which is big.
That takes you under 800mm for a seat height on a Street Triple. So this bike is completely accessible to anyone who wants to get on a Street Triple. It's got the geometry, it's got the suspension performance, it's got the engine power and response. And now we've got optimized cornering, ABS and traction control as standard. So
we have a 6-axis IMU in there, I believe.
Absolutely. And we've got a quick shifter, an up and down quick shifter as standard as well.
All standard?
Absolutely standard on the R model.
And in terms of rider modes, we've got
4 rider modes.
4 rider modes?
Yeah, we've got road, rain, sport, and a rider configurable mode.
Wow. So if we move from the R to the RS,
okay,
tell us about the suspension.
Right. Now we've moved on a bit now, and we're looking to increase the performance to faster use, probably, even more precise and more capable. So again, as always with all our bikes, it's a complete package. We're at 130 horsepower.
So we've gone 2 horsepower up from stock on the R, and we're up 7.
Yeah, that's class leading power. 130 PS really makes this bike come alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in terms of suspension,
well, it's suspension and setup. So what we've done, we've jacked the back of the bike up further to increase or reduce the headstock angle. So the R is already at a sharp 23.7 degrees.
Which is sharp.
Okay, with a 98mm of trail. So it's a very agile, very precise bike. We've gone to 23.3 degrees with the RS, okay? So that reduces the trail by another millimetre. That's all significant. We've also got the Pirelli Diablo Supercorsa SPV3 tyres now.
So more track orientated,
absolutely, with the Continental Conti roads on the R. Okay. So you can see we're adding the capability that you would expect and want for your track days and for high performance riding.
Okay, just to clarify, what we've done is we've made the fork angle steeper.
Yep.
So it turns a little bit quicker.
Yep.
We've raised the rear slightly.
Yes.
We've got more power.
Yep.
Grippier tyres.
Yep.
And in terms of electronics?
Okay, before we get to electronics, suspension is different as well. Okay. So we've got the big piston forks, but the separate function big piston forks shower on the R. And we've got
fully adjustable?
Fully adjustable, yes, absolutely. And a fully adjustable Showa monoshock rear end. And for the RS, we've got the big piston forks that are adjustable in both legs.
Oh, right.
Okay, again, both 41mm diameter upside down forks. But we've got an Öhlins STX40 rear suspension unit as well. Okay, again, obviously fully adjustable. Okay, we've got quite a lot of electronics now on the bikes. We've got corner optimized ABS and traction control on all 3 bikes. Okay. We've got the up and down quick shifter as standard on all 3 bikes as well.
Right. Wow.
Now what you can do with your ride-by-wire and your modes is to basically dial the bike in for each of those modes. So you've got different throttle maps.
Yep.
You've got different traction control maps.
Yep.
We've even got 2 anti-lock brake maps. So we've got a track mode for the anti-lock brakes as well.
Okay.
Okay. So depending on the mode you select, you'll get a combination of those, and obviously you can configure your own as well. In track mode, you get a lot less intervention, okay? So the ABS is absolutely minimized. On standard road ABS, we have a degree of link-in front to rear, which gives you better stopping distances and more stability and braking. We know we can improve braking generally for a rider, but on the track, you don't need that. We don't have the link-in in track mode.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, the optimized corner in ABS, we don't have the optimized cornering part of that in track mode. It's all down to you, the rider, to ride the bike the way you want to ride it. Okay.
So there's still ABS, but
It's a
not
safety
lean
net.
sensitive.
It's a safety net. It's there. There's less intervention. You get more wheel slip before it cuts in.
I get you. Yeah,
and also it will be able to sense how you're applying the brakes as well. So for backing into a corner, you'll have less intervention on the rear brake than you would have if you had a panic brake situation.
Oh, right. So it knows that you're progressively...
It knows what you're doing.
The wheel's slowing down rather than locking. Because there's a lot of difference. People think
Absolutely.
a lock is a slide and slowing down is different. Wow. Can't wait. So when we move from the RS to the Moto2, that is in limited numbers of how many?
It is. We've got 2 sets of 765 bikes because we've got 2 colorways for the bike.
Okay.
Okay, this is the race in yellow.
Yep.
We've also got...
that looks stunning, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We've also got the crystal white with race in yellow accents, including the rear subframe in race in yellow. So both are really, really nice colour schemes, and it's a choice. So we've got limited edition bike here, and it's very, very special.
I mean, I can already see just by looking at the bikes, the bars are different. You know, I can see gleaming Öhlins up at the front. So in terms of, we've got the same rear shock.
It's the same rear shock. The forks are now the NRX 30 Öhlins forks, again, fully adjustable, obviously.
Yeah.
We've got clip-on handlebars, which are 80 millimeters lower and 50 millimeters further forward. So it's a much more engaging riding position for track. This is the Moto2 Limited Edition, okay? Absolutely beautifully done as well. All machined from billet, absolutely looks glorious, as well as performs really well. The focus is all on the performance. The setup of the suspension takes the headstock angle even steeper. Okay. So you're at 23 degrees and 95 millimeters of trail.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very, very intentional. Now, even for the Moto2, as with the RS, you could fit the low seat. As well. It's an accessory low seat. Yeah, it's 28 millimeters lower, but you can also adjust the rear suspension, or the dealer will adjust that for you. There's a spacer in the clevis on the rear suspension unit that can be removed.
Oh, wow.
So that'll give you another 10 millimeter of seat height reduction. Obviously, for the optimum handling on the track, you'd keep that geometry. That's what we've set up. That's what we believe will give you the very best handling. But obviously, it's a balance and personal preference. But that seat height is just ergonomics and accessibility. And
we're still at the same power as the RS?
Yes, that's right, 130 PS.
Okay. And finally, I hope you've not diluted that exhaust tone anyway. I see it's a completely new exhaust, but you've still got that.
It's even better.
Euro 5, obviously?
It's Euro 5, obviously. It's freer flowing again. We're making more power. We need it to be freer flowing. There's changes to the intake trumpets as well, so the intake and the exhaust sound slightly different, but absolutely not.
And then with the quick shifter, it's going to be epic.
Not diluted that.
I can't wait to ride them. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed our little sneaky look here at Cycle World at the bikes. We'll be riding these towards the end of the year, hopefully. I can't wait to get my hands on them. If you've got any questions, fire them below and we'll try and get you some answers. Thanks for watching.